Hello everyone and welcome back to RoboFreaks. Today we are going to develop a game called Bounce and Score. Sounds exciting, right? But before we start building the game, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more such amazing game development tutorials. With that being said, let's get started. Let's see a quick demo of what we are going to make. We have a ball and this is right here is called paddle. When we run the game, the ball starts bouncing off the edges and the paddle. As a player, your goal is not let the ball hit the bottom of the screen, else this is game over. To do so, you have to move the paddle left and right using arrow keys and try to bounce the ball on paddle for as long as you can. This seems very simple to play. Let's see if this is true for the code also. We will start by naming the project first. Before heading on to the code, I will set up all the required elements of the game. We will need two things, a ball to bounce and paddle to hit the ball. Thankfully all of this available in the sprite library. I will select this yellow ball. And on searching paddle, we find this green paddle easily. Also, our game is set in space and we need a starry background too. Well, worry not. Luckily, a similar background is available in Backdrop library. So, I will choose the stars backdrop. Whoa, this is looking nice. And now we start the exciting part. Yes, let's mess up with some code. If you notice the game, we have two major tasks to do. One is to move the paddle left and right, and another is to bounce the ball when it touches the edges, or paddle. Am I right? Okay, I will start by coding the paddle to move left and right, as it seems pretty straightforward. Our game should start when green flag is clicked. Now, until the game is running, I will keep checking which arrow key is pressed and move the paddle in that direction. So, if the right arrow key is pressed, we will increase the X value by 10 to move in that direction. And similarly, to move in left direction, we decrease the value by 10. I want the paddle to be at fixed height from the bottom all the time. So, I will add go to block. Set the X value as 0 and Y value as minus 140. Let's run and see if it works. Great! One part of the game is ready. Don't get too much excited because the bouncing part is definitely bigger than this one. But it's not difficult either. Head over to the ball sprite, and here also we start by adding the green flag block. We will set the ball in the center at the start. So grab that go to block and set X value as 0. But this time the Y value will be different as I want the ball to drop from some height. Let's say 100. We want the ball to move around the screen until the game finishes. So, grab the forever block. Attach a move block in it. Now run the code. Oops! Our ball went straight towards the right and got stuck. Why don't we just make the ball bounce back when it hits the edge? That's right. Grab the if on edge bounce block and attach it in the loop. We still have one issue. Our ball went to the right, but technically it should be falling, meaning it should go down, right? Well, if you see the ball's direction here, it is clear that it's pointing in the right because of our move block took it to the right. We can fix this easily by changing this direction to point in downward direction. Simply rotate this hand downwards. But we will also have to do this when the code starts running. So I will use the point in direction block and set the value 180 degrees. Let's run now. See, great, the ball is bouncing up and down without getting stuck. Wow, our game is nearly ready. Let's add the crucial part, which is bouncing from the paddle. Whenever the ball touches the paddle, it should bounce off in the opposite direction, just like it does on edges. Grab an if block and check if the ball is touching the paddle or not. But how do we make it bounce in the opposite direction? Well, if downward is 180 degrees, then to make the ball point up, I need to make the ball point in 0 degrees, right? Means I have to turn the ball by another 180 degrees, right? Well, let's try this and see. That's done. Now I will run the code. And yep, it works exactly as we thought. But it's not fun if the ball keeps bouncing up and down in the same spot. So we need to make it bounce here and there too, right? How can we do that? I think I have an answer for that. And the turn block can help us. How? Well, what if instead of turning the ball by 180 degrees, I turn it by 160 degrees or 200 degrees? Or you know any random number? So that the ball goes up, but not in the same direction. I will show you how this can be done. Every time the ball touches to the paddle, then we will rotate it by 180 degrees plus some random angle between, let's say, -20 to 20 degrees. It will be more clear when we run the code. See, this time the ball did not bounce right back. It turned little to the left. Enough for happy situation. Now we will create the game over situation. When should this occur? Whenever the ball touches bottom edge, right? But we have already given command for the ball to bounce from the edge. The only way I can think is, if the ball goes below the paddle, we should call it defeat, as there is no way we can bounce it there, right? For the ball to move below the paddle, its Y position should be less than paddle's Y position, which we set as -140, right? Now grab an if block and check ball's Y position. If it's less than -140, then we stop everything and declare game over. For displaying game over, I will change the background with game over text written on it. Simply open the backdrops. Duplicate this one and add text game over. And name this as end. Now, before stopping the game, we will switch the background to end. Also, set the stars as the normal backdrop when the game starts. Now hit the green flag. Whoa! All of our code is working now. No game is complete without a scoreboard. Ours won't be either. For displaying the score, we create a variable called score. Set this variable to 0 at the start of the game. We will give ourselves 1 point for every successful bounce from the paddle. With this, we have completed our bounce and score game in Scratch. Let's run it one more time and enjoy what we created. That's all for this tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video and learned a lot too. If you want to play this game right now, head over to our Scratch page using the link given in description box and challenge your friends too. Let's see who breaks our leaderboard. If you enjoyed Scratch programming, then like this video, hit the bell icon and subscribe to RoboFreaks, as we will be making many cool and interesting games in the future. Till then, happy learning, freaks!